up? How you doing? How's your mama doing? I'm all right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody heard about Katie Holmes' divorce and Tom Cruise. Well, I'm kind of glad that she's fucking is, and I'm glad she's getting away. I'm glad she hired her dad to help her with the divorce hearing. She wants to have the divorce hearing up in New York, where Tom Cruise wants to have the hearing in California, where the reason why he wants to have it in California is because if he can get custody of that little girl they have, Siri. So where if he wins, he can stick her on a fucking boat out in the middle of fucking who knows where, to, so his fucking religion can teach her how to be such a stuck up piece of shit like he is. So, but she wants to have it in New York so she won't have to have her child grow up in a fake ass religion named Scientology. But I'm kind of glad, because one thing is, I say this, I give her props because she wants to leave, but I kind of think, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you like, because one thing is, if you knew that this dude was in Scientology, why even the fuck would you marry him and have a kid by him if you knew he was in Scientology? See, because one thing is, what you could have did was, after after you had that kid, you could have divorced him. Because if y'all get on that subject, well, he's saying, I want my daughter to be in Scientology, or I want my son to be in Scientology, then I think it's time to pack your shit and run. Because one thing is, I don't think no child should be raised by a religion, because once they get older, that child don't want to go. That child maybe want to go and have another religion. Like, what if the child want to be a Muslim or a Hebrew or Jewish or a Christian or a Baptist or a Buddhist, whatever? Because it is that child's option when that child gets older on what religion she wants to be in, wants to have, what she wants to believe in. But he wants to stick her on a fucking boat out in the middle of nowhere, and it's a science time. See, this is where it pisses me off. I talked about this before when I was talking shit about Katie Holmes giving her kids some candy at a young age, and plus the high heels and shit. And I was sitting there talking about it, and it pissed me off. Like, I couldn't figure out why would any religion have a fucking cruise boat or a fucking hotel. Why you don't see Baptists, people who are Baptist, the Church of Baptists, with a hotel and a fucking cruise ship? You don't see a synagogue with the hotel and a cruise ship. You don't see Christianity where the Christian church has a cruise ship and a hotel. You don't see Muslims with the hotel and a hotel and mosque. You don't see the mosque with a hotel and a cruise ship, do you? No. But how come Scientology is the only fucking religion in this fucking world with the hotel and the cruise ship, unless something's really going on? And I'll say like this, man. There's people, the set of people I give props to more than ever, because they don't want Scientology around. That's anonymous. Like, I'm not talking shit about anonymous, because to me they doing what's right, because Scientology is such a fake religion and everybody knows it. Because if it was a real, because one thing is, this is why it's fake. Because back in the 50s or 60s, it was the 50s, where a science fiction novelist made that religion in the 50s. I think it was 1952 or 1953 where he made this religion. And the reason why I say it's fake, but another reason why is, why would anybody believe in that religion if it was made in the 50s? Well, you could say, well, the Bible was made a long time ago. Well, Christianity started 100 years after Jesus' death, but his brother died the same way Jesus died. where Jesus died. But you're right that man wrote the Bible, but God is there, and so is Jesus. Everybody knows Jesus and God. Not everybody, but everybody has their own messenger and beliefs in a certain God. But there's been a but these other religions, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, baptism, so Muslims, so on and so forth, has been around for millions and millions of years. But this religion, Scientology, has been around for what 60, 70 years, 60, 70 years or 80 years. And people's believing in it. Like, why is everybody believing a religion that was pulled out of some science fiction novelist's ass? And that's one thing. You see, there's, like I said, man, I'm glad that Anonymous is really busting their ass trying to get rid of Scientology, because it's so fucked up. Because after you see and get this information, you go out there and you get all this information about this, and you find out that people's been killed because they want to get out of it. There's been people that used to be in Scientology saying there was a guy that went on several people that went on national TV and said, well, Scientology is bullshit, it's full of shit. I wish I never got involved with this, because it's really nothing but a bunch of bullshit and everything. And they said, well, because the reason why how I found out about the ship is one guy saying, well, if Tom Cruise gets the daughter and she's about to be age 6, he's gonna sit her on a boat out to sea where she can get her fucking education about Scientology, and all this little girl's gonna be is a fucking robot. And there was 2 men that said that. I'm hoping and praying that Katie Holmes get full custody of this little girl, because a child don't need to be raised by religion. A child does not need to be raised by religion. It's not a church's job to raise your fucking child. It is your job to raise a child. You can teach a child about religion, but you cannot make a religion teach your kid about everything. You can't ask you can't ask any gods or any messengers to teach your kids how to do math or read, write, and arithmetic, or speak 5 different motherfucking languages or shit like that. You don't ask a religion for that shit. And to find out, man, you look, like I said, you look this shit up, you find out the information that you need on Scientology. And second thing about this shit is that when Nicole Kidman divorced his ass, he did get remarried to Penelope Cruz. Everybody keeps leaving that woman out. He married Penelope Cruz before he met Katie Holmes. He married Penelope Cruz, got married, and she divorced him, but kept the last name. But didn't know that the Scientology was actually scouting wife number 3. Well, wife number 4, because they keep skipping Penelope Cruz. And what was that girl from Modern Day Family with not even Nagoria, but forgot her name, but she wouldn't converse over to Scientology because of her religion, because her fucking beliefs, and I couldn't believe her. So that relationship didn't work. And all I'm saying is, I hope Katie Holmes win, because I want her to win custody of this little girl, because that little girl don't really need to go through that. And it's sad to see that like, to me, it seems like it seems to me like Tom Cruise doesn't need to get married. That Tom Cruise doesn't need to have a wife, because if his wives keep leaving him, then there's a fucking reason why. There's a fucking reason why, and I don't think that Scientology needs to be sitting up there trying to recruit him a wife. I don't think so, because it's bullshit how they up there. To me, you don't let your fucking religion. You don't need to let your religion get in your fucking personal life. That is not their fucking job. And it pisses me off that this motherfucker allows a religion to, I wouldn't call it a religion, but you allow this fucked up bullshit to find you a woman to fuck. It makes no sense that you allow some motherfucking religion to help you get you a woman. I don't think so. Why would you do that? Why would any man do that? Why would any woman do that? Like, you ain't gonna see me, oh yeah, what's up, preacher? What's up, pastor? Can you help, father? Rabbi, can you please help me find a woman or a man, whatever the person, whoever it is and that's looking for somebody to date or fuck, whatever. It's fucked up that he gotta ask his religion to help him find a woman, and that's kind of fucked up, man. And it kind of fucks me up, and it kind of blows. And but like I said, man, it just never makes no sense. Like I said, I'm so glad that she's leaving him, because she definitely don't need to be stuck in this shit. Where, plus the marriage was really been rocky and all like that for the last several years. So I kind of say you might as well end the relationship right there. But I think Katie Holmes should get full custody of this little girl, because he definitely don't need it, because Katie Holmes is more of a fucking parent than his bitch ass, because one thing is, she did several little things over the years and been movies, guest appearance and all like that on certain movies or shows, but she was always there with her child and raising her child. She's more of a parent than Tom Cruise, but he's always working. Well, he's always working making the Mission Impossible movies. He's always away. Yeah, but where's Katie Holmes? Right at home, teaching her child from right from wrong. And that's all it is. But like I said, man, I'm glad she finally won a divorce, and shit, because it really was fucked up on how these people, I just can't, like I said, man, it's all about it's about her leaving him, and I'm glad. I wonder, can this man ever keep a woman? Can this man ever keep a woman? That's one thing. Is he go through women like you going through your drawers. He goes through women like you go through drawers. Your draw. Can't keep a woman. He had his first wife, left. His second wife, left. His third wife, left. His fourth wife, left. It was all 33. Look, like I said, look up Penelope Cruz, and I bet you she was married to Tom Cruise. I shit you not. If you don't believe me, look it up. Look it up. I shit you not. She was married to Tom Cruise before divorcing him. But it's like this. Like I said, man, I'm so proud of this woman leaving him that she actually, like, for real, man, because I couldn't give up my religion. I couldn't give up certain shit, man. If I was in like, if you think about it, because y'all sit up here thinking, say, well, you just keep talking about religion. No, but it's really about her leaving him. It's really about her leaving him, and that's all it is. It's all about her leaving him, and that's the best thing to do, is for her to leave him. And I just can't. I just don't know why in the world would any woman want to be with a man like him. Because I notice a lot of people that's been in Scientology, and got divorced, like Jason Lee, who was in was it My Name Is Earl. He was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Mallrats, Clerks. Well, I think, Clerks 2 and Clerks 1, I think. And he was in that. In the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, and Chipwreck, whatever. He divorced his wife because she wouldn't converse to Scientology. And that's how it is. She, like I said, man, I just think, man, that she should have just never, like, for real, man, just to be honest, I wish she never, like I'm saying, I wish she would never gotten, I wish Katie Holmes would never got involved. Because one thing is, you get involved with something like this, man, where they believe in this bullshit religion, and it's been made up by something, like, for real, man, who will believe in a fucking a religion that was made up by a science fiction novelist in the 1950s? For real. I'm for real, man. That just, but I'm, like I said, man, I hope that Katie Holmes do get full custody of her daughter, because she is a better parent than Tom Cruise, because she's really been there for her child. She's really been the mother and the father when Tom Cruise is not in the house and he's away on long distance projects where he's got to travel the world and shit. Because one thing is, I think this little girl should be in school getting a good education instead of wasting it on a fucking boat going around the fucking world. Because it's not right for this girl to ever have to sit up there and lose her fucking kid years, her young years on a fucking boat. And I give major props for Katie Holmes getting out now, sooner than later. Because if she didn't get out sooner than later, she definitely would have been fucked over. So badly. So fucking badly. Because that relationship, if you have trouble in your marriage, then and you can't get help, and then if you get help for it, but it still doesn't work out, just do what you gotta do. Divorce and move the fuck on. But I hope she gets full custody of this little girl. I hope this little girl has a happy fucking life with her mother. She doesn't need to be around a bullshit religion like Scientology. And like I said, I give major props to Anonymous for doing what they got to do, doing what they're doing to Scientology. Ladies and gentlemen, follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my channels. Follow me on Twitter at Afrojoe the Wookie. Subscribe to my channel, CeeLo Jr. 2 and CeeLo Jr. 3. If you don't like what I got to say, kiss my ass. If you like what I got to say, tell me what you think in a comment or video response. If that's how it is. Peace, love, and Afro Grease. I'm out.